Okay. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Crimson Skies, and welcome to sort of, I guess, a like how I'm going to do better next time I play this map or something like that, or kind of like my ideas and thoughts after having watched the demo of my second match with my new team. And well, where we are, we're kind of in here. We have a couple of cheats kind of set up here. And the thing is, I saw myself kind of fail at a few moments where I felt like I could have done better, or it was more about how can I do things better, right? How can I take? Because I remember specifically, I would come up here and sometimes I just die on impact, and then other times I'd be able to take this, but as soon as I pushed on here, someone would be standing like right here, something like that, and they'd kind of out aim me and outdo me. Now, if that didn't happen and they were just in a defense spot, so it's pretty fucking easy to handle. Anyone can do that. I was able to do it. It's that part wasn't difficult, but and then there was another one where I had an op. It was a 1v2. I had a molly and a flash, and I kind of just like tried peek. I got up here, I searched this, I didn't see anybody, so then I kind of went like this and checked cave. Turns out there was a player right here. He just shot me and killed me. In the demo, it turned out there was a dude here too, but he wasn't like the immediate threat, if that makes sense. This was the guy, I kind of got cooked by him. And then I kind of realized that I didn't have a whole lot of util. Now, mid, whoo-wee, dude, I don't need anything for mid. At least not in that match. Uh, I kind of just won mid. But this is more of a, and I knew a couple of smokes for A, so A site wasn't really a big deal for me. But there was a couple of things. I had a lot of difficulty with someone up on boost, for example. Someone was on boost and killed me a couple times. And then that was some of the big stuff I noticed when we were on T side. CT is a bit of a different story, but so what I did was I kind of came up with like ideas, right? So let's say we wanted to do a B execute. Now I haven't really spoken with the team about this. This is all kind of like within the span of like 3 hours. I watched a demo, I took some notes, and then I went in and started fooling around with util and trying to figure out like how do I want to do this? How do I want to do that? What's the idea behind this? Why would I want to do that? So we're gonna start on the B side. Actually, I'll show you my favorite one. Okay. The cave attempt. So let's say we want to go B, right? And I know I'm in the front. I have the timing to do it. I can rush cave. How would I do that? Well, I learned. So basically, what I want to do if I did that, my intentional util to try to do that would be a molly and then 2 flashes. Why would I want to do that? Well, we can come up here, go this way. We're gonna go slow, but it's pretty easy to actually like. It's kind of funny. It's not too hard to do it. You basically come here. You want to look at this right here, and then jump throw. What that does is it lands the molly in here. Now, of course, it's depending on like how you do it, it'll be a better molly than that. Sometimes it'll do the whole thing. It's pretty crazy, but it's pretty forgiving. As you can see, I didn't do a whole lot of work. I didn't do a whole lot of work as long as you don't bump into anything, right? And you get to line up right. Don't do that. Once again, it takes a little bit of practice, not a whole lot. It's super easy. You come up here, you then throw a flash. That should give you total access. Let's say I want to push a little bit deeper. I can throw this. That should blind anyone watching that, and then I can handle the defense spots. That is my idea behind cave. If I want to do it, if I know we're going B and I have the spawn, I'm like one of the first people through, and it's something I can do easily. I think that's the idea on what I want to do, right? Because this whole process is to try and stop their aggression. I mean, it's going to take a bit of practice, right? But I think that's the idea. I think that's the idea. Obviously, I don't know how it's going to look in actual practice when we're actually doing it, but that's kind of how I figured I wanted to do it. I think that's kind of how I want to approach this run. And as you can see, I was even late. And it's an even better molly than what I've been throwing. So it's really forgiving. That's the molly, that's not a flash, but whatever, it's the same concept. That's what I came to for that. Now, for, let's say I need to do a B execute. Now, yes, I could throw the standards, right? We could do the standard one there, and then we look at the X. We throw that one, which is kind of the one I've known. I fucked it up. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, you understand the concept, right? One would land there, then one would land like basically right here. The thing is, though, let's actually do it properly this time, huh? Let's actually do it properly this time. The thing is, though, the thing I don't like about this smoke in particular is that it... What the fuck? Do I actually have it wrong? Is it this X? Am I retarded? Okay, yeah, it's that one. Okay. The thing is, I don't like this smoke. Yes, it cuts off short, but there's almost always a person here in headshot, and it doesn't really affect them that much. I don't like it. I know there's other ones you can do too, but I've kind of come up with my own concept on how I want to do this. You come up here, walk up on this. These are totally different, by the way. So you would want to throw one here. I'll show them individually first, right? I'll show them individually first as this starts. This one's going to smoke pillar. This one smokes cave. The idea behind it and why I like this one over that, even though there's a gap right here where the short player can kind of play, is it kind of takes away pillar from them. They can't hide behind it. They can't kind of do that kind of stuff. Cave is kind of limited. Yes, they can still be here, but realistically, what you're looking at, if you threw both of mine, I'll throw them both now. Actually, I'll throw this one individually now next. So it's here. Line up. What the fuck? Oh my god, I was doing this for hours. How did I already forget my smokes? Dude, I hate this game. I hate this fucking game. Hold on. Which one was it? Which one was it? I gotta find it now. Give me a second. There we go. That's it, right? As you can see, this person has no real access. He's kind of stuck now, right? I prefer this one much more. Now, there was a better smoke. I could have sworn. I must have messed it up. Let me try one more time. Let me try one more time. I must have messed it up because I could have sworn it was this. But was it center? We'll try center. The idea is it takes away that entire corner. No, it's still there. I wonder if it's because the map I was using was an older map instead of the current one, which is this one. And it kind of messed up my concept on how I wanted this. But the whole idea was it would take away that corner from him. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. So let's say someone drops it for me. I manage to get both thrown. I manage to get both of these thrown. We come up. All you have realistically is this spot because we know that it doesn't cover it, right? They can't use pillar because of the smoke. It completely covers pillar. And it's concealment, not cover, so you can shoot through it, obviously. And then, of course, this. Everything else is literally covered. We just need someone watching this, and then someone watching basically over here. We can get the plant safely, and we get everything safely. Now, let's say we lose sight. I still have my molly, my handy-dandy molly. Let's say we lose sight, but we manage to get the bomb plant on pillar. It's really basic. Bam! And we can stop the plant. We can stop the plant if they manage to kind of push us off of sight. There was a few other things I remember looking at, but I couldn't reliably do them, such as the cubby molly. I've never been able to reliably do this. As I literally do it first time. Okay, whatever. Could be super useful. Let's say we want to do a B execute. We can have a player do the cubby molly, so we get both these thrown up. And once again, I don't know. These are all theory. It's all theory crafting right now, right? Because I haven't actually tested this stuff. Because I haven't actually tested this in a match. It's just kind of me thinking, how would I want to play this? How would I want to do this? This is okay. We can kill Cubby, we can kill all that, so the only thing we'd have to watch would be this. And even then, that's an uncomfortable position. Players don't normally run like right here to engage, so it should be good. In my idea, that's how I think I want B. I like my cave execute though. I really like doing my cave one. I really like it, but that's what I've been kind of cooking up when it came to B site, right? How I'd want to kind of play B on T side, how I'd want to kind of handle that. Now mids, I really just needed a refresher realistically on some of my smokes. It's pretty basic. I can throw a donut smoke here, and then I can throw the red room smoke. I'm pretty sure that's the red room smoke. Don't tell me I fucked that one up too. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, we're good. And then let's say someone wants cave smoked off. I can also do the cave smoke. Which should pretty much handle our ability to take mid, I feel like. Should be pretty good for taking mids. There was a couple of things I wanted to do because they were having me play mid a lot. Or I was volunteering to play mid a lot because I kind of became the opper. So I could do like a CT side A smoke is something I was kind of looking at. So if they wanted to do an A execute, I could throw a CT A smoke. Something else. Let's say we manage to take site or like take this part, or they're too scared to push, and we don't want to go donut, and we want to go cave. Maybe it's a site, and we don't know if there's a person red room. I can go right here. Oh shit! Hold on. I might have forgotten this one already. That's kind of the problem. I've got like memory problems, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I've already got it fucked up. It was this right here. I can throw a donut smoke right here. I can throw a donut smoke, and then maybe group up B. Right? Those are some of the things I was looking at when it came to mids. Obviously, just a refresher on my mid smokes. Something like this would be kind of cool with a donut one. And of course, like, there's like some interesting things where we could do like, but I don't think it really matters too much. I don't think when it comes to mid, it's more just kind of, I don't really like to play super aggressive because, like I said, playing with an op, you mainly just want to control this part, right? Beat out the cubby player, and then you can maybe try to make your way up. Maybe throw that donut smoke so they can't play donut. And you can just 1v1 the red room. I don't have a total concept on mids just because like there's no good like execute concepts, right? There's no good execute concepts. So that's what I kind of came up with. Simple stuff. Simple. Well, you got to keep it simple, right? Got to keep it simple. I do like this one though. I think this could be useful for the team. So I'm happy with that one. This one was just maybe I'm still fighting mid, but I need to kind of catch up to my team on B site, and then we could just. There's no fucking way. It's this one. Fuck! You know for a fact I'm going to do that in a match too. This one's going to take some practice, I think, for me to get down. And then for A site, pretty simple. There's one interesting util, which would be the molly, but everything else is kind of bog standard. You kind of just come up here. You then throw the donut smoke, and then you throw the A smoke. Come up. You throw the pop flash. But let's say you were lurking. Let's say, or we want to go A. They have it smoked off. We have control of this. You could get the molly. there might be someone up on boost. You can just throw the molly. Push the guy off boost. Bam. Bam, boom, baby! The other thing I was kind of messing with, maybe we didn't throw a donut smoke. How can we do that? How can we do a donut smoke here? Right? It's not perfect. I haven't gotten it down perfect. But I think that's good enough. I think it serves its purpose without being totally exposed from Temple. Temple's also super easy to just molly. There's not really a whole lot we need to worry about there as I fuck it up. There we go. Ah! But that's what I've been kind of doing. Just kind of doing some basic refresh. Just kind of coming up with concepts. Figuring this one out. This one was just a, like, really me getting the donut smoke down. And of course, practicing the pop flash. The only thing I kind of is new to me is the molly. Mollying out boost. So they have to kind of abandon it. Of course, you can hear it, so you know, oh shit, someone backed off. And then we'll know to kind of pre-aim that position. I think that's pretty solid for an A take. There's a couple other things that I didn't really mess with on that. But that's my T side, right? So that's what I've been kind of learning on T side. That's what, for like the last hour and a half, I've been kind of messing with and looking around and doing some tomfoolery. But they're all relatively basic. When it comes to T-side, I think the only fun one, like I said, my favorite one, is the molly, baby, the broly molly. Broly molly. And I didn't jump. Okay. CT is a bit different. I never really took the time to ever really learn any CT type stuff. The only thing was mid, right? And it's really basic. I'll explain my reasoning behind it as I do it, but realistically, I like to try to stop the push. Do that. We sit here, wait a second. Okay, no one pushed. No one committed to it. Oh, it's a flash. It's supposed to be a flash. You throw the flash. I take Cubby. Okay. I won my Cubby fight or whatever. And then bam! Right? I've got control of it. I feel like I had a better one. That's what I wanted. Okay, yeah, that way they can't be like posted up in this corner. Okay, or they could be, you know, but they can't see. Bam, now I got mid, now I can listen for cave intel, I can do all that good jazz, bada bing, bada boom. That's how I like to play mid, at least as a CT. Then I get my op and The interesting thing is, I don't, during the like 2 hours of fucking around, I didn't really come up with anything useful for playing as the donut player. Because realistically, my mid player would do all that. The only real intent of the donut player would be just to hold, you know, catwalk, right? Just to hold catwalk. Don't let them get that far. You just throw the smoke. You're good to go. If they push, you're there to help with the mid push. Nothing crazy. Maybe post up in this little spot here so you can see it and still hear anyone making any pushes on A. The way I like to play A is kind of the main site I was playing as a solo player. So I kind of have this down as just force of habit. I like to use my util very early on because I don't like aggression, man. I don't like aggression. How did I immediately fuck that up? That's crazy. Now I can't even see when I'm trying to bounce off. But you bounce off the wall. I post up here at the off angle. They can't see anything, and I just sit and wait. So I generally still have a molly, nade, and flash. So I was trying to think, okay, so what can I do for retakes, right? How would we retake? How would we retake? Let's say I need to go B. Let's say they did a B execute, right? Let's say I didn't use my smoke, or I picked it off a dead body. How would I do this? How would I do this? Well, it's kind of hard. I kind of don't like playing retake on B, just because of how unpleasant it can be, but there's a couple of things we could do, right? You need long, watch for close. We could probably smoke short. Okay, that didn't do jack shit. What the fuck? Okay. It's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to do a retake, I feel, on especially from this angle, because there's not a lot you can work with. There's a couple of things we can do, right? So let's say we know their ramp. There's nobody short. I can throw like a molly. they might be tons, so I can throw that smoke. That way the molly puts pressure on ramp. Smoke allows me to take sight. I can maybe handle the ramp player first and then turn around and handle this. It was kind of the only thing I could come up with on this, but most of the time the fighting happens here. So how would I do that? I mean, realistically, it's just like you throw a nade, right? I don't even know if I haven't even tried a molly, but that nade would land like right here. So anybody kind of playing this position. Let me turn God mode on, huh? Oh! Oh! It didn't work. Fuck. What about Buddha? Does Buddha work? Oh, I need to buy util. Shit. No! Okay. Does Buddha work? I must find out. Should it stop at 1 HP? Okay. Buddha works. Buddha works. I don't like Buddha too much, to be honest. But it's there. Okay. The other thing is maybe throw a molly. Try to put pressure on short. That way I can save the nade for long. But I wouldn't particularly want to drop a smoke here. Like I was thinking about it, right? I wouldn't want to drop a smoke there, because even though it could allow me to cross safely, right? A T player could just hide in it. They can just hide in it. They can listen to me make the cross, and then they can flank me. So I don't like the concept of throwing a smoke. I think throwing a molly would be a better alternative. Or if you know they're playing really aggressive, you just throw that grenade. That's kind of all I could come up with for B, especially as if I play as an A-side player. That's kind of all I can think of. Throw your like aggressive, throw a molly here so they can't be sitting there. They can still be sitting here, but then you can save a grenade to throw that, and then you can just flash over as you start trying to play the pre-aim games. A-side's a bit different. I think A-side could be a lot more fun. My phone just crazy vibrated like crazy. I'm not sure. Anyways, A-site, I did learn some interesting things here. So, especially if we can take this, right? We managed to clear tons. Temple, we managed to get out. There's no actual threat here. I can get over here. I can throw a donut smoke here. Then we can do CT. And then let's say they want to play boost as a T. You can throw that and then push up temple, right? Boom, 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 boom. And then the smoke CT, boost is mollied, and then you got the donut smoke. It's kind of what I figured. Once again, though, I don't really see the ability, because I like to use my util. Okay, I'm recording. And, yes. That's kind of what I've come up with, right? And if I did ever play B, I rarely do, but if I ever played B, you could use this as an early stop. Oh! And probably my favorite thing on CT side, because it happened to me once, and so ever since then I've been trying to figure out how to make it work. It's not 100% yet. I don't have 100% reliable, but you could throw a molly and then a nade. As you can see, the molly sometimes doesn't land. So I was really working on trying to make this work. But you gotta get about halfway up this. It didn't work. Okay. See, once again, it's really finicky. I don't have the aim down perfect. I'm aiming too high, it feels like. But it's in between the two trees. It's like right here. Yeah. Yeah. So the way it works is as you're trying to push and you're playing cave, right? Players like to push cave as T's. They like to go very fast. They like to go very fast. You throw this, you throw a grenade. Okay, one more time. One more time. You throw this, throw a nade. It happened to me one time before in a pug. It happened to me one time before in a pug. I was trying to play, and then they threw the molly. I was like, oh, it's a molly. I'll run through it, right? I'll take like the 20, the 30 damage or whatever. And then I got hit with a nade, and it killed me because I couldn't get out now because you know, for some reason the molly doesn't slow you down, but the grenade sure does. The grenade will slow you down for sure. So it's a pretty lethal, pretty lethal combo if you can do it right. Really dangerous. This is probably one of the best util you can use as a cave player. See, now that I kind of got my lineup more appropriately, but you basically throw it right here. You basically throw it right here. It's not 100%. I'm not 100% with it. That's basically a kill, a guaranteed kill. And I assure you it will, like, it'll work maybe once before people wise up to it. It should work. It should work pretty easy, baby. Pretty easy. Or if you have a friend. But that would 100% kill someone, I think. Or it'll stop them from trying to take cave. And that's how you can take cave as a ZT. Is you throw this, and it'll 100% fuck them up. But that's it. I think that's it. I think that's kind of what I gathered from watching my demo. I died a good number of times from like being exposed. The only thing that I felt I kind of never really got down 100% was this, which is why I didn't mention it, because obviously, look, I still haven't messed up. I think it's right here. But then you land it there. You could do that. And then I can throw a smoke there. Because here's the thing. I'm part of a team now, right? So we would have a concept of, okay, you're going to throw this, you're going to throw that, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Right? So I shouldn't have to think of like, oh, what can I do with my util to make the site clear? What can I do to make this work? Right? So I really like this in particular. I think this is probably one of the better utils I've discovered. Is that completely covers it. And then I come up here. And I throw this one, and that should give me basically this section with my one smoke and my one thing. Then I can just focus this, come this way, this. Because Cave isn't going to want to play. Cave isn't going to want to play, right? He's got to stay back. I think it'd be fun. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of what I got. On Ancient, what I've been kind of figuring out and learning, what I've been trying to play. The only other thing I can think of is maybe this Pop Flash. But it's like, I don't even know how I'd want to use it. Okay, maybe I have a player Temple. I was a donut person. I got pushed back to here. He says, oh, they're pushing A. I could go, okay, well, let me throw this Pop Flash real quick. Hopefully blind them and we can run it. But that's about it. The thing is, I don't even think any of that is really complex. I'm pretty sure all my stuff is really easy to do. The only thing that might take a bit of practice to reliably and consistently get would be the CT cave push. Because of just how, like, inconsistent it feels. And once again, I'm throwing it too early. I'm not even doing it appropriately either, because you got to wait until you get to this. Bam. Nice little fight. I just need to make sure that I don't throw it until I basically get to here. I think is the only thing I still need to kind of get down on this. But that's it for me. That's it for this video. This is from for me watching the demo. And then trying to figure out what I could have done better. Realistically, it came down to, what's funny is, this obviously came down to, how can I take cave as a T? Because I died like 2-3 times. I would win this part, right? Whatever this part's called, side entrance, I guess is what it's called. But to get into cave, I don't know. I'm not sure what this is. I guess it's officially called fucking side entrance. I call it T-side cave. But... And I was like, oh, well, see, I watched a video for a pop flash here. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I could do that, right? And it was like, well, what if they get really aggressive with me? What if they try to push it? And then I found the Brawly Molly, I guess is what it's called. Brawly, one of the pro players. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And he threw like this pop flash. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Bam, we can fucking take everything. And then to secure it, boom, do this. Boom, then I can handle this. Then we can do little pre-fire fucking defense spots. Easy peasy, baby. But then it was like, oh, well, let me actually think about my actual B-site executes, you know, because my box standard ones, the ones that I used to do all the time, was I'd throw this one, and then I would throw this one. But I just didn't like this smoke in particular. I just don't like it. I don't like this smoke. It gives CTs way too much freedom to work in the headshot spot, and headshot is one of the. I mean, I handled it pretty good in the match, but I wanted to think of a better smoke I could use, and I found this one. I actually was just experimenting, found on my own. I don't know if it's a real smoke or not. I don't know if it's a common one that people use, but I like it. I think it works well. It takes away the position from the headshot player. He can't really play headshot there. He can still sit in the corner, but he can't really do anything from it. I think that's a better one. And I like my pillar one I throw. I haven't, like I said, I haven't tested it. This is all from just me theory crafting after watching the demo. But I really like the concept behind it. And it's a really easy one. You just throw it there. It's a little dark spot. It lands there perfectly. It smokes out the pillar, so players can't just play pillar without fully exposing themselves to shoot you. It still blocks this, so they can't sit in the corner shoot, right? They'd have to move up to an awkward position to try and fight you, and of course, the moment the T's would only have to watch two spots. This, and then this. With those two smokes. So I think it's really good. I just haven't had the opportunity to practice it with people. I haven't had an opportunity to really discuss it with the team, obviously. People might have differing opinions with kind of that smoke in particular. But I think it could be really good. I got to practice in some pugs. I need to make sure I throw that smoke in particular because that's the one I want to see how it actually plays out. So I gotta tell someone to smoke long, right? Can someone smoke long for me? Someone smoke long for me. Someone smoke long for me. And I'll be, oh, I'll smoke long. And he throw, I throw. And hopefully it'll pan out. The problem is a lot of people use that smoke. But they're, you know, especially in the lower elo that I'm playing in now because I'm kind of tanking. But I really do like this smoke. I really hope that when I discuss it with the team, that they would adapt this type of strategy. Because I think these smokes could be insanely strong if done proper, if we actually execute upon it properly. I think it could be really good. But that's it for me. That's it for me. That's it for me. I think we went over all the stuff. This map very thoroughly. I'm pretty happy with all the smokes I learned that I kind of was practicing and trying out. Hopefully I can get my team members together and then we can actually properly practice some of these things and see what people think about it. I do find the donut smoke is really inconsistent. I was watching the trajectory once on one of my practice maps and it looks like if you throw it wrong, it just sort of bounces off of this top ledge wrong. But that one was correct. So I just think I have to aim higher in the circle. I think you just have to aim higher on the circle. Basically, like, right there. Yeah. And it'll land perfect. Okay. But that's it. We're good to go. That's what I've kind of come up with after watching the demo. I have nothing else. I'm literally just repeating myself at this point. I'm just kind of running around testing things, seeing how it looks. And peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something too, huh? And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, I got food. Delicious. Have a good one. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, 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 peace. Peace.